Depression. The big bad D. The feeling of misery and despair that we all experience time to time again that make us feel like life just plain sucks pickle butts. That's right, freaking pickle butts, man. Whether you're depressed over a fight you had with your family or friends, you weren't invited to that party that everyone you know to is going, or maybe your grades aren't where you want them to be. The feeling we get when we're down and depressed is a gross one. But yet, if depression is such an unwanted and undesirable feeling, why do we get depressed in the first place? Science, people! If I'm being serious though, there is no one reason for why people get depressed. From brain chemistry to the stresses in your life. The chemicals called neurotransmitters help send messages between nerve cells in the brain. Some neurotransmitter... I feel like I should be saying this in a sciencey voice.
Some neurotransmitters regulate mood, and when a person is depressed, these neurotransmitters might be in low supply or not effective enough, causing you to feel like a big old pile of shit.
Hey! Don't you be cursing again. I'm sorry, Kermit.
You're goddamn right you are.
Depression is such a huge topic to cover because there are so many different ways anyone can experience it, which is really unfortunate. But it does bring up the question of, what purpose does being depressed serve us? Perhaps it's your brain's way of telling you something's not right in your life. Or maybe you haven't been getting the right vitamins in your body, which depression is the response to. What do I think? I personally feel that we as people feel depression the way we do so that we can push ourselves to never feel that way again. At some point in our lives, we've been hit with a big D before. You know what I'm talking about. That one time you get hit with a state of depression that is much worse than the others. From a breakup to the death of a loved one, hardcore depression is usually the outcome, and honestly, in any situation such as these, there's only really two ways to go about it. You either let it control you and just suffer it out until maybe one day you'll get over it, or you learn from it and you use it to push yourself further than you've ever been pushed before. And if it makes you feel any better, they say at any given point in the day, 350 million people are also down and depressed. Just like how you might be feeling right now, or anytime you're feeling down. So it's a nice feeling to realize you're not the only one feeling this way. I've actually got a little story here that I'm going to tell you guys that I haven't really told many people. And it takes place within these past 2 years, actually. So after I'd moved to Toronto for the first time, I loved it. I had such a great time living in a whole new city, let alone a province, and I ate a ton of takeout food and just lived it up. As the months began to pass, I fell into a pretty bad depression. I got so fat. I got the biggest I ever was in my life. And frankly, I felt very alone since a ton of people I knew from back home never bothered to message me, which really hurt. That following Christmas, my eyes had been opened to the realization that no one really missed me. It was almost like everyone I met up with again after 3 to 4 months of being away honestly didn't seem like anything to them. They didn't seem like they cared. And this was such a turning point for me because after I had flown back to Toronto after that Christmas, I had been in such a deep state of depression that I couldn't handle it anymore. I needed to snap out of it. So every day, for about 2 months straight, I was practically going to the gym non-stop, day by day, solely because I was so sick of hating not only my self-image, but how I felt. And that the only way I could better my life and get out of this terrible depression was to better myself. About 1 year and 3 months later, I've still been going to the gym at a much more reasonable pace and have lost over 50 pounds. And sure, I still tend to get depressed at times, but I can handle it so much better than I used to when I didn't go to the gym, which is much needed. So what's my point to this story? If you're watching this right now and feeling down, get out, go for a walk, listen to some music, hang out with friends. Free yourself from the negative energy that surrounds you and be at peace with yourself. Take that depression and turn it into something productive instead of moping around and feeling sorry for yourself, because honestly, this world can be a pretty cruel place. And if you can master your mind and find ways out of feeling like crap all the time, then you've already improved yourself. And just remember, things get worse before they get better. You'll be okay. Hey guys, I hope you did enjoy that animated story. It was animated beautifully by Angel X Mikey. You should totally check his channel out when you get the chance. And of course, don't forget to subscribe for more great content. Alright guys, thank you again so much, and I will see you in the next video.